Welcome to the Best Damn Podcast. I am Bubba. You got Kluge up above me. We got Lizzie. And we got Hollywood. And the host of the show tonight, Dr. Sage, PhD.
Dr. Sage! Dr. Sage! Dr. Sage!
All I heard was Dr. Satan right there.
Dr. Satan, what? Let's not start those rumors.
From House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh, I got the
Dr.
reference.
Satan.
All right, let's get rid of that. Let's figure on it.
It's the weekend, fuckers. What's up?
Did you just call us the weekend fuckers?
I said it is the weekend, fuckers.
Oh, okay.
So you caught us fuckers. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm still all right.
It wasn't a bad fuckers. It was a good fuckers.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess as long as we're the good fuckers.
I'm watching you, fucker.
I'm watching you, fucker. Different scenario if you're looking in a bedroom window and you're saying, I'm watching these fuckers. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to point out my new t-shirt real quick before we get started here. Just in case people are thinking about feelings. Move my necklace here. See that? Yep. Here we go. Then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Now we know how Sage really feels.
But we're not going to talk about it.
I knew that before a t-shirt.
Yeah, I really didn't need a t-shirt to express it.
Right.
But now that it's on the t-shirt, there it is. How's everybody doing on this fabulous rainy Friday that we desperately needed? Because, I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, that's right. Let's be honest. We needed some rain. We desperately needed a little bit of rain.
Dude, it's been hotter than Wonder Woman's pussy lips out there this past week. We needed some cool down.
Am I going to have to ask this question? How hot are Wonder Woman's pussy lips?
Really fucking hot.
Wouldn't you want to know?
I mean, they got to be hot. You're wearing all that metal right there.
Yeah. No.
I actually saw a post online earlier. Some fucking nerds, the James Gunn universe is trying to get everybody to boycott the new movie so that we can get all his universe back in there and playing, Batfleck and Cavill, that's his name. Yeah, Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot or Gadot, whatever, back in there playing their characters. And they're like, everybody boycott the new Superman movie so we can get all these people back. I was like, wow. That's fucked up. Boycott one movie so that you can hope and pray that we get all those MCU characters back. Or I'm sorry, DC, not MCU. They know that doesn't work right.
No.
Clearly. As long as we don't get another Aquaman movie, I'm okay.
Well,
Aquaman for Hollywood.
I mean, yeah. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best. I mean, as long as we don't get another freaking Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern.
Oh.
That was way worse than the Aquaman.
Yeah. I'll agree with that.
Kluge, why are you quiet on that conversation?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you haven't chimed in on this
why are
at
you
all.
so quiet?
Because the only DC movie that I actually liked was the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League.
That was good. That I'll give you that.
Yeah,
one.
it's 4 hours long, but much fucking better than what they put in the theater.
Yeah.
Stephen King's Rose Red was exactly 4 hours and 20 minutes long.
Yep.
That's ridiculous
swear that
amount of
was on
time to watch a
purpose.
movie.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but when you're watching it, it don't feel like it.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if it was in episodes, you definitely binge watch it though.
Well,
What's the difference?
originally
What is the difference?
originally it was made for a miniseries for TV. That's part of why it's long. But then when they released it out, it's just one movie.
Yeah.
Damn. I have a hard enough time sitting through a fucking 2 hour and 30-minute movie.
Our governor's backstage.
Oh shit! He's down at the very, very bottom. I couldn't see him. Mr. Willhite.
God damn, what are you, Tyler?
Hey, you're on the bottom of the list. I couldn't see it.
I saw you, Will Hyde.
Thank you.
And no, don't call me Tyler. That hurts. Damn. Sorry, I'll go over here and watch a door.
Hey man, so y'all want to know what we took for Texas Roadhouse for the weekend cash? After we
Absolutely.
recovered our costs for shirts.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We took in $800 towards the total.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That is not counting what we got for the food sales. And I'm going to brag a little bit. Hang on, I got to. Okay.
Oh,
So-
can I do that too? Oh,
Yeah, you have to.
oh.
We're going to tell you a little story. And it's gonna be a lot of that, but wait, there's more.
There's more.
But wait, there's more. So everyone that comes in, Sage and I are instantly on them. And it's not overbearing. It's, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the party. We just make it fun. That's all it is. Get
There you
people to engage. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not hating on Bishop and the way he does things because he does raise some money. And these Texas Roadhouse events are him. He sets them up. Now, where I got to brag is Sage and I, we do one day, and we beat him for his 5 days. I mean, it is what it is. However, this past one, this guy comes in, or I'm sorry, I kind of got ahead of myself. Harold does this, hey, for a $20 donation, you can get a shirt. Sage and I, we're raising money for St. Jude. If you buy a shirt, great. But if I can get your donation and still keep that shirt to sell down the road, it's not being greedy. It's just trying to raise the maximum amount of money.
Right.
So this guy comes in, and I mean, Sage will back me up. He's in bibs. He just looks like a country backward, hard-working, covered in grease and oil. This dude is just a worker. Get it?
Just got off the tractor,
Yeah, literally. That's what he. So we're talking to him. He's like, "What do you got?" Because everyone sees the wrestling part. It catches their eye. And it was like, yeah, we're a group of wrestlers, but we're not raising money for a wrestling team or anything like that. We're raising money for St. Jude. And this guy kind of stopped. It really caught him. And he's like, man, I really love St. Jude. We, both of us as well. He goes, yeah, it's one of my favorites. All right, I'll donate. So he reaches into his pouch up here because when you got overalls, your bibs, it's got a big pocket. And he pulls out this fucking stack, dude. I mean, I'm sitting there like, and I look at Sage, and Sage is looking at me like, this motherfucker's got to be like a weed farmer or some shit, right? I mean, dude, this is a bankroll that you see all the fucking gangster movies and shit. It was huge. And the
Big old
guy,
wad.
yeah, and he starts flipping. And of course, his outer roll is hundreds, flipping 100. I was like, okay, he's going to get down to, maybe a 20 if we're lucky, 10s or 5s, whatever. Now, up to this point, our biggest proud moment was the Texas Roadhouse before, when Sage and I had a guy who donated 220s, $40, didn't ask for nothing. That's a big donation. And this guy's going through, and all of a sudden, he stops at that last 100. And I'm like, oh, shit, this motherfucker going to give us a 50. Boom. He pulls out a hundo, throws it on the table. And I'm like, oh, do you want change? Because that doesn't happen. He goes, no, man, I really love St. Jude. You keep up the good work. Then I kind of felt bad. I was like, I got to give this dude a shirt. I was like, man, what size? But wait.
There's more.
This guy, when I said, do you want a shirt, looks at me and Sage, he goes, yeah, I could use a clean shirt for tomorrow. I fucking lost it. I absolutely lost it. Sage is I swear he had just taken a drink of his beer, which he had hidden because it's not supposed to be out there. But anyway, he's about to spit it out and he's choking it down. I'm losing it. Give the guy a shirt. He goes inside and I'm like, did that really just fucking happen? Did we get a hundo? And this dude just shocked us with, yes, I need a clean shirt for tomorrow.
Yeah, he did.
But wait.
There's more.
So this guy gets done and he comes out and he throws down another $100 bill. He says, hey, man, I need another shirt. No problem. Threw him another shirt, threw in another 100. Guy leaves and I look at Sage and I was like, shit, how do we fucking top this? This didn't just really happen, did it? He's like, well, and he's kind of sitting there, pensions like, I'm not dreaming, so it happened. Cool. But wait, there's more. So another guy shows up. And when he shows up, he comes in and it's like, oh, wrestling, what you got going? Like, hey, we raise money for St. Jude. We're in our 9th season. We're hoping to break 100K, giving it everything we got. We kind of slowed down, looking a little iffy. He was like, well, hey, man, St. Jude is my favorite. Ours too. And he goes, yeah, I got a family member, a kid, and they helped him out. He had a brain tumor. I'm like, oh, shit. And he said had, and the way that he said it, I thought he meant the kid didn't make it. No, St. Jude saved the kid. So he goes, I'd love to donate. Reaches in his pocket. He pulls out a pretty good one. Now, he was dressed pretty nicely. So I knew why he had his one. And he starts flipping, and boom, hundo. Are you fucking really? Hey, great. He goes inside. I look at Sage like, did that happen? Did we really get 3 hundos? Sage grabs the bucket. He's flipping around. He goes, there's 3 in there. So we put it down. Lady comes in. She ends up spending $50. Had another person that bought a bunch of shirts. Before we knew it, we were sitting at over, close to 4. And by the time we left, we had $502 in cash on us.
Good job,
And
guys.
Harold made the comment that
Awesome.
because we kicked the shit. He goes, I quit.
Seriously, though, that's great, guys.
That's what I thought.
And then we still have to kick Harold's brother's ass.
Yeah.
Because we show up there and get ready to set up, and here's goddamn St. Jude posters still hanging on the wall.
Those plastic posters that we tape in front of the table and then tape on the wall when we get right inside Texas Roadhouse. So I asked them when I picked up the merch, because they were doing the day before. I said, hey, where's the poster? Oh, it's in the box. Okay. I never looked in the box. When we got out there, as soon as we walked in the door, there it is, still hanging. I was like, well, I'm glad someone didn't take it or they didn't throw it away.
Wow.
Yeah, I should have known better, but
But hey, man, they were good enough to probably leave it knowing that it was an all-week deal. So it probably kind of was like, hey, it's okay. We'll just leave it there. They're coming back today, blah, blah, blah. Let's hope that was why.
Texas Roadhouse, yes. AJ, he didn't think that way. We know.
No. I was meaning Texas Roadhouse.
But if we did 200 in food sales, which last time was like 380, if we do 200, that means again for a Texas Roadhouse event, we broke 1,000.
Oh yeah.
And of course, we were doing our if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. A couple servers.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Sage goes to the bar, has a couple beers, and strikes up a conversation, tells them what we do. Just a little information.
Yeah. Hey, there was a hot bartender.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
Did you get her phone number?
Surprised you had Sage the rest of the night after that.
I will not tell you.
It was hot in that motherfucker, dude.
In that little corner?
That in between those doors, that sun is baking on that side of the building.
And
Oh,
everyone
dude,
keep opening the door, letting the hot air in.
it's roasting. Now, when they would leave and open up the door from the inside to the outside, it would suck the air out that way, and it kind of helped a little bit. And during the winter, kind of got a extra.
Winter sucks.
Hold on, what's this Dutchman gone?
Sad news, Dutchman gone. What do you mean gone?
What?
Did you get fired? You better say you got fired.
No shit.
All right, I'd take the being fired.
I hope he ain't good either.
Or this is one big prank and Skeletor booted him off the.
You
Well,
motherfucker.
there he is.
Eh, I was gonna
God
say
damn it.
if it's a prank and he booted him off the fucking rig. Figures.
Damn. I really was thinking something happened. Shit.
Damn you, Skeletor.
So I'm thinking to get even with little AJ tomorrow at the bowling thing, I stick him down at the end and tie his legs apart, and everyone just bowls and see if they can get a stee, right?
And
What
his
time is that again?
nuts.
1 to 5.
When?
1 to 5.
1 to 5.
I think you're supposed to be there to sign up at 12:30, maybe. I don't know.
How much to get in again?
I don't know. It's on the poster. Let's see.
Fucking Skeletor. I can still hear your sweet voice. Rest in power. Damn.
Where the fuck is it?
Uh,
There it is. Please come
we missed you guys.
early. Fun play is 25. Scratch is 30.
Okay, I'll have to see if I can get that together real quick.
We missed all you rig guys Wednesday too.
Skeletor says that a ghost.
You guys missed a good show.
Hey, Vincent.
Hey, I see something here. Chatham police have issued an unusual coyote warning. It's regarding the coyote sightings during the spring and early summer months. So they're seeing a lot of coyotes around there, so warning people about their pets, and especially small pets.
Really, Skelly?
Well, that's a lot more interesting than coyotes.
Yeah, I think we need pictures to prove that. I mean, don't you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Physical evidence, video, pictures, something.
We're doing pretty good, Vince. Man, that goes through a soda. What the hell?
So you're saying the rig is haunted?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, and apparently Rachel is a screamer. Ooh.
Damn.
I'm
Now we-
screaming. Oh, that's a dreamer. Sorry, wrong song.
Hey, audio recording, or we're gonna call bull. Kermit, if you're just now figuring out everyone on the rig is wild out, crazy, you're missing out.
Boy, that ghost is not happy.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, hey, Skeletor, fun fact. If the ghost starts pegging you, that is called a incubus. You don't want that. Well, wait a minute. It is you. So maybe you do. I don't know.
Rachel's seems a little pissed off right now.
Well, Rachel, we just ain't nothing wrong with exploring. It's cool. We just want to know, is it true? That's all.
And technically, we're like part of the crew. We're like the satellite crew.
Right.
We're the remote crew.
We provide
Yeah.
the entertainment. Well, some of it.
I think
Think
the
the ghost is Monkey Buzz.
And hey, did any of you guys fans of the Dukes of Hazzard back
Yep.
in the day?
Love the show.
Used to watch it when I was a kid.
Yeah, we lost another one.
Lead
Yeah,
us.
we did. 79 years old.
Who is actually the father of Opie from Sons of Anarchy.
That I did not know.
Rachel says,
But
yeah, it was good, and she's buying one for the boyfriend.
Yeah, his name was Rick Hurst, and the guy that played Opie is Ryan Hurst. And they were father son.
Huh.
I'm buying one for the boyfriend. Oh my god. Pizza night's going to go really off the rails.
Yeah.
He's never going to think of Ninja Turtles the same.
Cowabunga.
Hey, Rachel, shouldn't you really buy it and take it to Cave Lesbo?
Many a king's dying. The dude from Dukes of Hazzard, now Fred. Oh, shit. Yeah.
What
rest in
other
peace.
what other local thing? We talked about Baskin Robbins getting hit.
Yeah, that was
There
And,
was
wild.
4 businesses and 4
yeah.
straight days that got hit.
There's a lot of places that keep getting hit.
And it says that it's been a little over a week since that happened. Springfield police said that a woman pulled into the parking lot and lost control of the vehicle, causing her to crash into the building.
Yeah, we already knew that. That came out like the day after.
It says 9 days later, the car is still sitting beneath the rubble of the damaged building. Since
Because
the
it's the
building
only thing
is
holding it up still.
Yeah.
Since the building is private property, Springfield city officials said before they could get involved, they have to give the owner of the building a chance to demolish it. That's exactly what JJ9 LLC,
That is
the
complete.
owner of the building,
horseshit.
plans to do.
That is complete horseshit.
So-
Because the city, if it wants to move on your property, will fucking cite you for like your grass being too, high, and then will charge you a ridiculous fee to cut it to get you behind in
Yeah.
payments so they can take over your fucking property.
Yep.
Mm.
They're saying that bullshit. I ain't buying it. That's just more city official bullshit. That's just fucking retarded.
I was sitting in the front room the other day, and the wife comes to me and says, "There's a lady outside taking pictures of our house." I'm like, "What?" So I jump up and I look, and I see the car cut down the way down here. So I get in the car and I go down the road, and she's coming around the alley, and I park right in front of her. I get out. I'm like, "Can I help you something?" And she's got a list of shit on her lap. She's got her phone out, and she's got like all these addresses. She's like, "Oh, I'm the blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, "What are you taking pictures of my house for?" She said, "Well, you got weeds everywhere." I'm like, "You want to show me what you mean by weeds?" So she's showing these pictures, and I'm looking. I'm like, "Do you realize the thing that you're complaining about out here in the front of my house is city property and not my property? Did you not look at my property line? My property line goes from the inside of the sidewalk to the back. My side yard goes from the inside of the sidewalk to my house. That's city property. You cite me or send me a bill or send me any kind of notice or any kind of warning." I said, "I'll have your ass right up there at the county building, lady." And then, of course, she just started getting all snarky and saying some shit. And I'm like, "You know what? I don't really give a fuck." I said, "That's not going to happen."
Oh, towns and villages always
It's just
extra.
Goddamn small town fucking bullshit.
Mhm.
And you live
Yeah,
in
so
like
that-
the smallest of small towns.
Right. I mean, you blink and it's there, you know. It's kind of like Passag up the road by Jayville. What was that? That was Passag?
Oh, I got to slow down at a 45 mile an hour for 3.5 seconds. What?
Right. And it's not even that. Like, I hit the brake and it was right back on the accelerator. She's like, "What?"
Hey.
I'm like, "Oh, there was a sign."
Which one do you think is like the small? You got Facade. Some can say Breckenridge. Or Breckenridge is the one that always gets me because that is literally and it's gone.
So where I live, for the people out there in the oil rig world and the other world that don't know, like all of us, I live in a town that when you come right into town, it's called Bull Pit. And as soon as
Bullshit.
you cross right past the bar, you're in Kincaid. So like
You're
it's
in Kincaid.
literally-
Yeah, you got like 3 streets.
That's it. Boom. Like,
Yeah.
you know how the 4 parts of the world meet in one part of the world? And you can go, "Oh, I'm in this state, or I'm in this state, or I'm in this state, and I'm in this state." You literally can stand on the sidewalk and go, "Bull Pit, Kincaid, Bull Pit, Kincaid, Bull Pit, Kincaid."
I want to know back in the day, was there just Kincaid and then like part of the town got pissed off and was like, "You know what? We're just going to break away and we're going to be known as Bull Pit."
You go down the road here by the county building before you cut down around the corner to go to Dollar General. You go over the train tracks, you're in Joysville.
Yeah, you got to say it right because it's not Jersey. It looks like it's spelled Jerseyville, but it's
Joyville.
Joyville.
Yeah,
No,
literally
it's-
right there.
Joy's out of there.
No, it's Jayzeville.
So I can't. Yeah, I always made fun of him. I was
Illinois
like,
has been screwed up for years, Dutchman. There ain't nothing going to change it.
did your original fucking people that made this came from New York? That's what I wanted to know.
It's Jayzeville.
The next town over for me is Lanesville, and there's
Yeah.
like a great elevator and a couple houses. That's like it. That's like all there is there.
Dude, Dutchman, I will blow your mind, dude. So we'll use my insurance card here. Let's say this is the city here of it's south, Mechanicsburg. Now, just on the other side of this country road, there's houses and everything here, and that's considered Buffalo. But here's the kicker. This is all down here. If you go north past the interstate, Buffalo is up here. So how the fuck is this little area next to Mechanicsburg literally separated by a street? Looks like it's all together. That Buffalo. That
Hey,
always-
There's even a little area out by there that's called Mosquito Township.
oh, and then the Buffalo Mechanicsburg Blacktop, which goes between Buffalo and Mechanicsburg. All those houses there, they have a Dawson mailing address. That doesn't even connect to Dawson.
It's just like right outside of there. That little subdivision over there called Sugar Creek Hills.
Oh, yeah, that's Auburn.
That's Auburn. And there is actually considered what is known as Auburn Township.
Oh
What the
yeah.
fuck is that?
Even though Thayer has its own fucking post office with its own fucking zip code.
If anything, Thayer would be a part of Verdon more than Auburn.
But
you
we're
think?
we're in a different county. We're the start of Sangamon County.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yet
I-
we pay school taxes for Verdon.
Yeah. I think when they were drawing the lines, they're like, hey, so what do we do with the next one over here?
It's the
Let's
first time
play-
in Sangamon County.
Play Let's
I don't
Make
know.
a Deal.
Something.
Just spin a wheel and just go for it.
I'm gonna throw this stick over here, and that's called Passag.
I call that town
Yeah.
Piss. I call that town over by Jacksonville Pisgah every time I go through there because it
Pisgah,
pisses
yeah.
me off. Pisgahs me right off.
So any other say that they could start demolition as early as tomorrow.
And it'll just be
Wow.
another empty lot in Springfield, like all the empty buildings and all the empty lots and all the grass-covered lots that are just sitting around, going to waste, and nothing's doing anything. No one's doing anything about
It's
it.
been a good location for them. I bet they would rebuild.
Hopefully.
I hope you do.
Yeah, I do too.
Damn, looks like there's a fight going on. And Brent's right. The old mailers that didn't change. Some go back to Pony Express days.
Honestly, I think that damn Buffalo part right outside of Mechanicsburg is that way. No, it'd be a
My-
Dollar General, even though there's one down the street.
My buddy Ryan, he helped me find some of the really old fair maps from back in the 1800s and shit. And we found roads that existed that didn't exist, and some roads that exist now that were never there. So there's like a couple of roads that are missing now that we used to have in town.
I
Pretty
love
cool to see how it was. That, and there used to be a hotel here in town. There used to be a couple extra bars, all sorts of shit.
the just north of Auburn. You have two old school schoolhouses that are still standing. One is on the property of a farm and they use it as storage, but they haven't fucked with the outside, so you still know what it is. And then the other one that is right off Route 4. Somebody bought it and converted it into a house, but you can still tell it was an old school schoolhouse.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Hey, so you guys haven't gotten to the that Scott story yet, have you?
Nope.
What do y'all say we get into that one?
Go for it.
So I pulled up all my information, and I got everything kind of bug noted over here to the side, which is really funny because I literally came across the exact same story just yesterday, and I was talking to my wife about it. It was like, I remember when all this happened and when all of everything happened, and then what happened to this guy. And then you popped in the chat group today. It was like, hey, is this shit real? Yeah, unfortunately, this is real. And that poor sucker's the one that's taking the brunt of it. So I did my research and I found some information. So I'm going to give you the overall bad part of everything that happened when this all went down, and then we'll get into the actual thing of what happened to one said gentleman, and how this really happened to him. So
Pay attention, folks. This is about to get real fucking funny and real weird.
So I grew up in Beardstown, and I know the Great Flood of 1993 very well. The Great Flood of 1993 was a huge, huge catastrophe. And overall, after all said and done, and when it was finally over with and everything kind of was back to where it needed to be, 50 people did die. And it was at that time about $16 billion in damage. Now, in 2023, that would be equivalent to $30 billion in damage itself. So the big part of this is a gentleman by the name of James Scott. All right. I'm going to shift my screen over here so I can do two at once. So, James Scott, one, was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and the poor son of a bitch is still paying for it. So, the word going around is that James Scott was testified against in court by a 16-year-old kid that has not been talked to since the second trial in 97. And he testified against James Scott, stating, he told me at a party that he was going to break the levee that night so he could strand his wife in Missouri and he can go party in Illinois and do whatever he wants. This is what a 16-year-old kid went and told the judge, the jury, and everybody in that courtroom day in 1997. Now, mind you, I said second trial. That gentleman's name was Joe Flax. Now, there is a documentary that was done by a doctor named Adam, and his name's kind of a weird name, so it's like Patek or something like that. And he did a story on James Scott and what happened to him in 1993 of that summer. So James Scott and his family and his brother are very well known back in the 80s and early 90s as very troubled kids. Got into trouble all the time, was always doing dumb shit. Him and his brother burnt down the historic Webster School in 1982 when they were just kids. So he was already on law enforcement's radar. When the Missouri levee was on the very verge of breaking, and they took every precaution, he bulldozed one whole side, they were running all kinds of other things on the other, trying to help all this out. It held up July 14th, and it held up July 15th. On the night of July 16th, 1993, that levee broke, and all hell broke loose. When they showed up as news reporters, the first person that got interviewed was James Scott. And they have him on the news, and everyone's watching this, and they're all like, why the fuck is this guy there? What is he even doing here? He told the news lady that he was there helping sandbag. He was waiting for the next crew when it happened. Well, because of his police record and everything else, he automatically became suspect number one. So they brought up charges when he got arrested for a non-related offense in October of 1983, was pulled into court, and they automatically charged him with sabotaging that levee. Now, here's the interesting part that they used to convict this guy. There is a law. Let's see. There is a law that is called the 1979 Missouri Law for intentionally causing a catastrophe. He is the only man in history to be charged with this law and convicted under this, and they gave him 20 to life in prison. No real evidence whatsoever that this guy did anything whatsoever to make that levee break, pop, remove anything, or put anything in its way to cause this catastrophe to happen at this time. So, 400 miles all the way down through there. It went from 17 feet high to 32 feet high, 14,000 acres of farmland in that one section that they charged this guy with. And they said that he's the one that did this. Now, the judge that said that I'm going to give you this sentence after he was charged, the judge literally used the words, I can't take your property as you took theirs, but I can take your liberty. You are a career criminal. There is a perversion about this because you obviously get a sense of excitement or power or sexual arousal or all the above when you commit crimes like this. Now, Adam, who did the initial interview, the document, and everything, there's nothing in James's life for this. He was a nonviolent criminal. He did small things. He did petty crimes. I mean, he did burn down a school, but he didn't hurt anybody. He didn't kill anybody. But yet, this judge used these type of words in this trial, and they convicted him. The 1982 chief of Adams County, John McCoy, saw this and said, that's our guy, and he's the one that's going to pay for this. Now, there's two things inside of anybody that lives in flood areas that you know about your flood insurance coverage. Act of God in certain insurance policies does not get covered on certain things. Vandalism that causes stuff like this is covered under certain flood insurances. Here's the funny thing about what happened that day. The person who held the most property and the most to gain from said flood was none other than the head chairman of Levy District Commissioner, Norman Hare. He was the biggest witness in this trial. Some called this Midwestern River Justice, just like back in the 1890s. They found a scapegoat, they used it, and they got their money. He sat in an interview and said the insurance paid for almost everything, but just like a car, you have some deductibles, so it didn't cover everything that was lost. But yet he has a brand new huge house, all this spanking new property and everything else, along with a lot of other people who made out on the insurance deal as well, just like the judge who sentenced him to 20 to life. Adam came back to follow up in the documentary and spoke with James's mom. She stands behind him the whole time, as a lot of other people do. Unfortunately, this documentary episode, which is on Vice, you can find it on YouTube. I'll pop the link down here in a few minutes so you guys can watch this. It's only about 25 minutes long. After this was put out, his mom passed. So he'll never see his mom ever again. He originally was scheduled for a parole hearing in 21. Then they pushed it back to 26 of July. He has no chance of ever seeing daylight outside of that prison wall until 2028, if paroled. He still claims his innocence, along with other people that are fighting for him. And Adam asked him in the interview, he says, why don't you just, have you ever thought of just, sorry, I was going to sneeze. Yeah, there it is. Have you ever thought of just saying, you know what, I did it. It's over with. I've served my time. Can we just, and he says, no. Why would I admit to something I didn't do? That's not what I stand for. And I would say the same. Why would I admit to something I didn't do just so I can go home? I mean, that makes no sense. One of the Corps of Engineers was a scientist brought in on the case, and they asked him, point to the location on the map where the easiest part of the levee that's going to break. And they both pointed to the exact same spot. It was not the spot that happened. He went on further to explain that The spot that it broke was opposite of Quincy, but beyond the other pieces in that side where they were bulldozing up, digging pits behind the other side, that's what caused that levee to break. James did not do anything to make that levee break. And he said he's going to do everything in his power to go along and help anybody that's trying to help this guy prove his innocence so he can get out of prison. The weirdest thing about all this is how many people were involved in this guy's sentencing, conviction, that made out on the back end with all of that money, all that property, while this guy is sitting in prison for God knows how much longer. He's already been in there for 27 years, and he's still waiting for them to either parole him, possibly get a pardon, or whatever's going to happen. But he said, I will sit here and I will do my time because I didn't do anything wrong. You always talk about being at the wrong place at the wrong time, and this guy was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and he's paying for it. Again, he didn't kill anybody. He literally didn't kill anybody. Nobody died in what happened that night when that levee broke. Nobody. Just all the property lost, all the business lost. People lost their homes, all that stuff. But nobody died. And in this documentary that you watch, he even says, there's people I've talked to in here that committed murder and they served their time. They're already gone. But I'm still sitting here. It's one of the worst catastrophes to happen in this area. They called it the 500-year flood when it all happened. And it was horrible. When Quincy broke, the levee that had broken that side, there was a barge that broke loose, and it came in, and it hit the fuel tanks right there at the Airco stations, and it ignited them. Blew up 2 gas stations right there on the West Quincy side, and all that shit went right down south, right through Quincy. All on fire. All that gas, all that diesel. But this guy's sitting in prison for God knows how much longer because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they sentenced him 20 years to life.
20 years to life.
Well,
And he's already served 20 years, and he should have been on parole already.
No, there's a breakup because after like 3 years, he was released and they did away with it. But and that was like in 94 or some shit. And then a few years later, that's why when Tim was saying trial 2, they brought it back up and recharged him again because a lot of people were bitching, hey, he didn't get enough time for all this damage that he caused and this and that. So it was redone and he was resentenced and had to finish it out.
And there's no substantial evidence to prove that he did anything. There's no proof that he went over there and pulled something out of the way or he used a bulldozer to knock a chunk out of the levee. There's no proof that he did anything except stand there and do an interview right after the levee broke, and the cops go, oh,
Wait a minute. Once you've been charged for something and then you're released, they can't charge you again.
November 4th of 94, he was sentenced. It was overturned February 25th, so only in a few months. However, in 97, it was reinstated, and he went back and was reincarcerated back in 98.
This guy got what you call judicial fucking.
From 93 to 97, he was back out. Yeah. So 4 years? That's why
instead his 20 years is up. It sounds like a double jeopardy case, but it still sounds like his 20 years is still up. They should have already fucking been putting him through the process of basically setting a fucking date for his shit, his appeals and shit or whatever.
Parole or something.
Yeah, for parole. This is way past his 20 years, being in the 90s.
Even though on here, when you look up on Wikipedia, when it goes into the investigation, it states that Missouri authorities were suspicious saying that the levee had failed at one of its strongest points and had already been inspected 2 hours earlier. Although later, 2 independent soil science experts testified that there was strong evidence the levee fell due to natural causes.
Yep. After a 3-day trial, they deliberated for 4 hours and convicted Scott of causing the catastrophe. A month later, he was sentenced to 10 years to life in prison, run consecutively with his 10-year burglary sentence in Illinois. He appeared in front of February of 97 Missouri Court of Appeal throughout the conviction due to prosecutorial misconduct. Prosecutors had not told the defense about 2 witnesses who reportedly heard Scott say that he deliberately broke the levee. He was retired in 98 and retried in 98, convicted the second time after 3 hours deliberation on April 30th. The original sentence was then reinstated on July 6th. So again, he got judicial fucking.
Of course.
Yeah, Adams County.
Still, 2018 would have been 20 years.
Adams County deputy sheriffs questioned him and said that their biggest probable cause was he was unable to keep his story straight.
Well, that's not probable cause.
How is that probable cause?
That's what they're going with.
That's not
Because
probable
according-
cause.
They
That's
said-
dementia.
Well, here's the thing. So they say that he couldn't keep his story straight, but yet they also went with him admitting to pulling 4 sandbags from one portion of the levee and moving them to a trouble spot that he claimed to have seen. So if he couldn't keep his story straight, why are you so cementing on that one, saying that that was part of it?
Right.
I'm just saying.
I hope this motherfucker does get released and then he sues the shit out of somebody.
Well, some of the people he's probably going to sue are probably on their last little bit of life.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Take their pension. Take something.
I had
Fucking Kermit,
another
what were you, a tadpole?
I had another little bit of local news that just came up.
Another car drove into a
Hollywood. And, Hollywood Joe, you might want to hear. This is close to you there. A Christian County man has died after jumping from the top of a grain elevator Thursday morning. It happened yesterday at approximately 9:16 a.m. The report of a man walking on top of a grain elevator located near South Main and Beach Street in Kincaid.
That's literally right over here.
That's right over there by the Casey's, ain't it?
Yeah. So that would that might fall along the post that I come across earlier today. What did you say it was at? Yeah. So this would come across the post that I got a hold of 2 hours ago in Life of South Fork. And searched my brother's cell phone between Cedar Street and the elevator in Kincaid. My brother passed today, and I want the pictures and video of him and his daughter. Please contact me. That might have something to do with it, but I don't see anything else or heard of anything else happening in that area except for that.
They responded to the scene, made contact with the individual from the ground. The male appeared to be in distress, and deputies attempted to establish communication in an effort to de-escalate the situation. Due to limited communication, additional resources were requested. Midland Fire and EMS were placed on standby, and assistance was requested from Taylorville Fire Department, including deployment of their ladder truck.
There was a bunch of sirens over here just, the other day. So that could have been what that was too. But there's literally nothing in the Life of South Fork about it.
Despite the efforts, the 35-year-old male jumped from the top of the grain elevator, landing on a lower level.
Yeah, here it is, right here.
What the fuck he was doing that for?
9:16 in the morning.
The incident remains under investigation by Christian County Sheriff's Office.
That's where all them sirens were the other morning. Jesus.
Another news: Dean's Ryan's false teeth fell out of her mouth.
Yeah, I know. That's not really news.
I know, I was joking.
Then I
Whoa, dead air! I love it.
I had one last thing as I'm trying to get it to come back up.
That's what she said.
All right. There's chilling images showing snipers in U.S. Stadium to protect Vice President J.D. Vance over Iran terror threat.
And
They had the snipers at a game at his home state. I guess it was some sort of soccer game.
I mean, why are we talking about this event? There's always snipers when the president and vice president is somewhere.
Well, they say that it says here that it's actually unusual for like snipers to be in, like stadiums and that, but what's going on with Iran?
That is just fucking media propaganda then, because dude, hell, presidential candidates when Obama was running to be president and wasn't president. When I worked at the museum downtown, we had to actually help the state police and the FBI by turning our cameras, and we watched the sniper teams that were out there, and he wasn't even president at the time. So that's just the media telling you it's rare bullshit. It happens all the fucking time. Yeah. I hate fucking the media. This is why 35% or only 35% of the American population trust the media. It's bullshit.
Yeah. Fucking media is stupid. So some of the American citizens that actually believe them.
Yeah, this is true too.
So in other news, has anybody else noticed how many people all of a sudden in the past like 2, 3, 4 weeks are just dying off? That are musicians, that are YouTubers, that are anybody that's been on television doing any like special TV shows recently. I mean, they're just falling over like flies all of a sudden the last few weeks.
Right? I know. We should have done more research on our bingo cards. It's been a little crazy. Been a little more than little, I guess. I mean, fuck, we even lost a Dutchman out of him, and that was weird. Now he's a ghost.
Yeah, now he's a ghost, just fucking throwing shit in Skeletor's room.
I still think they need to throw their magnet farther out so they can find more limbs, but you know that's right. Nor me nor there.
Snipers at big games. I saw a picture of them set up at the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, they've always got snipers somewhere when it's got some type of high profile or political or some shit somewhere.
I did hear a story about Kamala not too long ago, and she was out and she was drunk as shit.
Cool.
I can't remember where
video.
I don't know. I read it and I didn't actually care that much, but I read the story and she was like super drunk somewhere at a club or some shit.
Hell, she might have been more popular if she would get down with the regular crowd. Fuck.
She'd have to figure out what ethnicity she is first and pick the right club. Today I'm Jamaican. Woo, let's go. Bubba, did Tyler send you Dr. Sage questions for tonight?
He certainly did.
Oh, well, damn, he actually did something right.
Yay! Yay.
You know, instead of waiting or like he did with, telling me I was host tonight, waited until fucking almost 6 o'clock to tell me.
Oh, he didn't tell you till tonight?
Yeah, he told me like 6 o'clock tonight. Oh, by the way, you're host tonight. What the fuck?
Wow. He told us like Wednesday.
Yeah.
I wasn't on the show Wednesday.
I know, but I kind of figured he would
I-
text you later.
I did too.
Nope. I didn't find out until
Tyler,
tonight.
man. Fucking Tyler, man.
Yeah, and
Fucking
he's supposed to-
millennial.
Huh. Fucking
Yeah,
millennial
got
fucking
that.
dinosaur motherfucker.
But yes, we have Dr. Sage whenever you are ready for those.
Well, it's just now 8 o'clock. So what else have we got? Anything new? Anything exciting? Tim, I saw you going off on something earlier in the chat.
Oh, that was yesterday, I think.
The pedophile?
Oh, that fat fucking piece of shit.
Yeah,
You just had to fucking bring it up, didn't you?
I did.
All right,
You-
yeah, I'll fucking spout out what really grinds my gears really quick.
Yeah, let's get
Ladies and gentlemen, this is brought to you by Timmy's Rants.
Springfield man sentenced to 23 years for child pornography offenses. Springfield man has been sentenced to 23 years in prison for crimes involving child sexual abuse material, according to the Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul announced. Who the fuck is Kwame Raoul? And when the fuck did our Attorney General become whatever nationality? I don't know. Anthony J. Marconi, 58 years old. I'll drop the fucking link in the YouTube section here over here for our fans, so you can see this ugly, fat piece of shit, fucking waste of space that's fucking out here hurting fucking children. Anthony J. Marconi, 58, received the sentence from Sangamon County Circuit Court Judge John Madonia after pleading guilty to 3 counts of depiction of child pornography by a computer, which are Class X felonies, and 1 count of solicitation of child pornography on a Class 1 felony. Raoul emphasized the gravity of the offenses, stating it is reprehensible that someone who was trusted with the well-being of children on a regular basis would also exploit innocent children on the internet. Motherfucker, this fat piece of shit picked kids up at their house every day for First Student here in Springfield. Okay? He drove to some people, probably people we know personally, probably some of our own friends. Children rode this bus on his route, picked up at their house, their driveway, and drove to school every day with this fat, nasty piece of shit at the front of the bus, looking in the goddamn mirror back at all these little kids and going, this fucking piece of shit. The case is part of Raoul's ongoing efforts in collaboration with federal and local law enforcement agencies to combat the online distribution of child sexual abuse material. Raoul's investigators, along with officers from Springfield Police Department, conducted a search of his residence in October of 24. This is motherfucking June of 25, leading to his arrest after evidence of child sexual abuse material was discovered. And again, as I said, he was employed by the school bus drivers, First Student Inc. at the time of his arrest here in Springfield. Look, man, I'm going to tell you, look, there is no rehabilitation for people like this. I don't give a fuck what a judge says. I don't give a fuck what 12 peers in a fucking little section of chairs over here on the fucking left side of a judge is going to say or anything like that. You don't put a child molester, a child predator, a child pedophile, anybody that has anything to do with children and harm them in any which way, sexually harass them children, molest social, anything you do with a child, you don't deserve to live. You deserve to go straight to fucking jail and go straight to fucking death row. I don't give a shit what state it is. You could be electrocuted, fire squad, and lethal injection, cut your fucking head off. I think they should take this big old son of a bitch right in the middle of fucking Springfield, hanging by his nutsack until the son of a bitch fucking finally falls off. And when his big fat fucking body hits the fucking ground, they joist him right back up there and hang him by his fat fucking bearded neck. And when that motherfucker falls off, it should be allowed to be beat by every fucking parent who's had their fucking kids subjected to that piece of shit. That's what really grinds my fucking gears.
Woo.
Amen.
Fucking fat piece of shit motherfucker was indicted on 19 charges. He's gonna get charged with 3.
How does it get dropped to 3?
That's our judicial system in Sangamon County.
To save the long court case, if they plead out, they give them fucking sweetheart bills.
How the fuck do you plead out? I mean, you were found completely guilty of everything that was on your fucking computer. How do you? What kind of plea deal is that? I'll tell you my sources of where I get this stuff on the internet.
What gets me is I can go outside. I can literally go outside in the street, and I can flip my phone up, pull up a website, and push a button, and all these little fucking things are gonna pop up all over Christian County. And I can do it in Sangamon County. I can do it in any county in the fucking world.
Yep.
And all them little things that pop up all around me are fucking child molesters,
Yep.
sexual predators that are on a list.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
This is the type of vigilante justice that needs to be allowed. To drive down the road, snag out motherfuckers up by their ankles, and drag them right out to the swamps. Drag them out somewhere. Put a fucking hole in the desert. I don't give a shit. I've told my kids multiple times over and over and over and over again. My kids are 14, 11, and 5. And I drill it in their head every fucking day when we're out in public or we're in other places and everything else. If you know that person or they know you specifically, and I'm talking like you guys, you know my kids, people I associate on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and everything else, they know my kids. My kids know them. They know they can be trusted. Because if I didn't trust the fucking person around my kids, sure shit, my kid won't be talking to you. And I tell them all the fucking time, make sure you don't talk to somebody you don't know, because if that ever happens and you see all these stories on the news or you read it in a newspaper or on your phone or you come across a story on the internet when you're flipping through, playing your little games and shit on Steam and Fortnite and all this other shit on your computer, and you find shit like that, I was like, Daddy's going to hurt somebody. And you're not going to see Daddy for a long time. And then when I come home, I'm going to tell you why I hurt that person. Need a fucking beer, and I don't even have any up here. It's out in the garage.
That's some bullshit.
So per the local Springfield News today at 5, fireworks are illegal in Illinois.
Unless
So
you
what-
have a permit.
So why the hell are there stands set up selling fireworks?
Well, that's a Class C style firework that's legal.
Just gonna
What the fuck? Sorry, it must have been an ad on WICS News.
Yeah, but you can actually take a class and get a permit to have fireworks and shit too. It's expensive.
Speaking
But
of classes, hey, Wilhite, when are we going to go take one of those classes?
Which class?
Oh, buddy, you know what class I'm talking about. We're going to build our own Dominator.
Well,
Speaking of fireworks, I wanted to mention that the Arthur, Illinois fireworks are tomorrow night. I'm
man,
gonna
they
go to
a fucking show.
that. Hopefully, I'll have signal and I'll put it on Facebook or.
you're out in Amish country. They don't
What
have
would
any
I do
signal.
it? Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
it just
shit.
depends.
That's my old neighborhood. Police are currently investigating an incident that occurred at 2600 block of Whittier Avenue in Springfield. We'll bring you more information as it becomes available. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cop cars in that picture.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
Posted
They found
3
you.
days ago.
They found your hidden stash underneath your trailer.
No. This was an old address. This was when I was. Let's see. That was when I was 18, 19, 20 years of age.
And then they found the bodies.
They found something, but it ain't mine.
So I think I need to share some good news with y'all.
I need somebody to like take that part of the podcast out and erase that little spot. Shit. Fuck.
Well, I got you all here. Sage knows,
Oh,
I see it. I see it.
but the whole deal with FedEx and no longer being there, I was offered a job and I accepted the offer once I got it. So starting the 21st of July, I will be employed by Memorial Hospital.
that's right. He's a brain surgeon.
He gets to play with dead bodies. Ooh, I can't wait.
I wish I was a brain surgeon. I really fuck with people. All right, we're going to be in and out, and you're fucked. Give me $5 pay before the surgery.
And sign this paper.
The pay benefits absolutely kick the shit out of FedEx, and I will be doing what I've already done. I will be working in their warehouse and driving. Hell, their medical insurance they offer, shit, more than worth it. Amanda, I am not with FedEx anymore. What happened there?
Hold on.
Wait a minute. I thought she worked at a gas station.
No, she left there and was working at FedEx there for a minute. Apparently not anymore.
She's going back to the gas station.
Said fuck FedEx.
I got fired.
You got fired.
Fired?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I've seen people do absolutely nothing and not get fired.
I got fired because of my injury.
Wow. That's BS.
Wait,
I
did you
kept
get
calling
injured
off.
at work?
I got hurt at home. I kept calling off because my wrist kept hurting. And so that, and they kept sticking me on like smalls when they weren't so big. So every time I went to work, I'd come home with my wrist sore and it hurt all day and night. And so I called off. They didn't like it. So they fired me.
They pointed you out.
Basically,
Well, she was still within her first 90, I think, weren't you?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably why. They
Are
could
you
get away.
using Jason's head as an armrest?
Yeah, why are you doing that?
Hey, so if you, I know Jason knows this. I'm surprised he hasn't actually brought this up to you, Amanda. And I think I'm gonna have to smack him the next time I see him because he hasn't. You can strengthen that wrist up any day of the week.
well, no, you see, this wrist right here is the one that hurt. And
Physical
just got-
therapy.
I just got the brace off of it today.
Without
Yeah,
having to
because-
cause insurance issues, just right at home.
Yeah, but she's right-handed.
Yeah, I'm
That's
right.
okay.
So that one's already
Just
worked out.
turn around to where it fits in her hand.
Practice.
So I'm going back to Circle K doing 4 to 11s.
Same place out there on Dirksen.
Uh-huh.
I thought you still worked out there anyway. I didn't know.
Yeah. All I gotta say
I
is
guess-
fuck FedEx.
I guess you were just meant to be a clerk.
That's okay. I like it there anyways.
Think you come again.
I keep saying that too. I just don't say it in that voice.
Let's just hope your boss isn't like Pakistani or Indian because you'll probably get fired for saying that.
He's actually the Irish.
Why you make fun of me? You fired. I
No,
don't say it that way.
that was my boss, Mac. That was
Oh. You guys
one
ever
of
seen?
those.
You guys ever seen the movie Employee of the Month? With
Oh,
Dave-
yeah.
Yes.
The little old man that's just constantly fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you. I fucking
Yeah.
love that dude, man. I'd fucking love if he was my boss. Take some ibuprofen like the rest of us and suck it up, Buttercup. Another Tower of Grayskull. Oh shit!
Damn.
Oh, I got an invite. Ooh, that guy looks mean. Let me share it. Hey, so I went to my interview today and sat down and talked with the guy in charge. He asked me a bunch of questions. He asked me how much money I need to have per hour. I told him. He didn't flinch one bit. He wrote it on the paper. And then he went to his computer and he goes, it's like, that actually tops out at like this amount. So that's a good pick. You were pretty close. I'm like, oh, okay. Asked me a few other little things, told me some stuff. And then he says, do you have any questions for me? I asked the main question I needed to. And then I said, when do I start? And he says, I'll get a hold of you by Sunday and you'll know. I said, all right, thank you.
Jesus, you're getting a new job too?
Possibly. Got to take that money when it comes, baby.
Man.
Nope.
Amanda can't hold a job. You can't seem to stay at one job too long.
Well, when the company you work for doesn't give two shits about you or your family, I mean, you kind of have to move on.
I just got used to you working at, higher. Damn. Well, now Lizzie's backstage. Oh, shit. Shit.
What?
Somebody else added her.
Yeah, I did.
He was jumping on it. Jump on it.
Jump around. Get up, get back down. Bubba, why is it that my avatar reminds me of probably what you would do as a little kid? Sit in the aquarium and suck the fucking aquarium water out.
Well, I mean, if it tastes all right.
That's funny.
Might be a little fishy, but
Yeah, could be.
Either that or Bubba's done already smarted it up as a kid and turned it into bong water. Why does it look like that kid got hit in the face with a frying pan?
God, I think he did. Well, I was at my last job for over 3.5 years, but I saw the boat rocking really, really, really bad when the GM leaves and the AGM leaves and then the person above me leaves. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck's happening here?
What last job?
Huh?
Portillo's?
Yeah.
You can't count that as your last job because after that you went to the fucking new place that started in Springfield. God damn it, that chicken place.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about.
That lasted for
That Raising Cane's did it. It was a fucking you threw a rock across that place and fucking left.
Yeah, they wanted me to be an OJT and didn't want to pay me for it.
And then you went to your current job. I think. Yeah. Fuck, I don't know. I know too much about your job history. I'm done.
Let me send you my resume and you can read through it.
No, I'm good.
It goes all the way back to 1994. When I was just a wee little pup.
When you were a wee little lad.
so what do the rest of you guys got played this weekend?
Well, I got to work
I gotta
tomorrow,
work
half
Sunday.
a day.
the golf tournament's pretty much all I got.
The what tournament?
Bowling.
Bowling. I just say we already did the golf thing.
Too many events going on in my head.
We did do a bunch of them back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude, are you kidding me?
No.
No, dude. Sonny Gray just pitched a complete game shutout and only threw 88 pitches to get through all 9 innings.
Against Cleveland. Yep. I just
Nice.
saw that too.
That is nuts.
Well, motherfucking Power Grayskull, you must have found the fucking greatest job in the fucking world, and that's licking pussy all day. Because motherfucker, it ain't no job out here worth fucking 10 years of my fucking service unless it's fucking licking pussy all day.
I've been at mine 16.
Well, before I left FedEx, I was there for 20, so bite me.
I've been
See,
working
those
for
are
myself.
good paying jobs there. That's mail carrier and fucking FedEx. That's good stuff there.
I've been working for myself for the past 6.
Did you ever get anything done?
Do I ever get anything done?
I say, did you get anything done?
I mean, yeah, I get some stuff done.
Oh, dude, he gave up 1 hit. Damn, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Fuck.
One fucking hit. No walks.
What?
How much, I wonder, will you overanalyze a game? If you were a major league pitcher, how much you would overanalyze it afterwards that you came that close to not just a no-hitter, but a perfect game because you didn't have a walker. There was also no errors. That is freaking nuts.
Hey, what'd you think about that one I sent you the other day, Jay, about the fucking obscure rule of how that game ended?
Refresh me on that one.
Where they hit the ball out to the outfield. They thought it was whatever, and the guy threw it in the crowd, so it allowed the runners to go back to the bases and then move 2 bases in and score and won the game on a technicality because the guy threw the ball in the stands, so it's considered an error.
Oh yeah, that's dude. There are some of those moments where, like, I get it. It happens. I saw one today, and I don't know if I sent it to you, but it was a college World Series game, but I think it was like junior college. It was like D2 or D3.
Right.
And they were in their 7th game. It was tied 3-3, like in the 13th freaking inning. The pitcher was on relief for like 3 innings, and he had the first 2 guys out. Then he gave up a hit, and then he walked the next 2. But the pitches were real close. They were balls, but they were close. So when the bases were loaded with 2 outs, he had the dude 0-2, and he literally flinched his knee. And I'm guessing he was getting ready to start pitching, and then he second guessed himself. The slightest twitch, boom, called a ball. Runner scores, and that's how you lose the fucking College World Series.
Jesus.
Like in the rules, it clearly says it was a balk, but man, how to go to game 7, battle it down. You're in the 13th inning, and that's how it fucking ends. Oh, dude, the catcher fucking, like, you could see the emotion. He stood up. He fucking threw his helmet. He dropped to a knee. The guy from third, comes running in, touches the plate. They're all celebrating. It's like, yeah, great, you won, but I don't know if I could really be that big and hoopla over it.
Right.
It was a balk, but again, it is a College World Series, but again, it's like Division II. So I don't know. That's a heartbreaker, man. Both of those situations are.
I worked for the Red Cross for over 12 years.
Nice.
Well, that's a good thing, but isn't the Red Cross a volunteer program? Well,
I don't know
Bubba,
if
They still have
employees or
jobs.
yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, they have paid positions, and then and then other people volunteer. I guess that'd be right. Bubba, I think we're about ready for Dr. Sage. I would say, well, how many questions you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 questions?
Yep.
We could probably wait just a little bit longer.
All
It won't take me. It won't take 30 minutes to get through those. Oh, you worked in blood services. Okay. You were one of the blood suckers. Give me your blood. I don't wanna. Anybody else got anything? Good stories, bad stories, funny stories.
I'm working on a couple of special guests for Wrestling for a Cure. I've got one that gave me a possibility of being there. I've got one I've been working on for 2 years, and now I can't even get an answer. And then the other ones I talked to are all busy. So hopefully that pans out.
Well, I can share some news about a event that we have set up for season 10 already.
Oh.
Something for
getting
season
a jump
10.
start, huh?
We have our first event set up for season 10. It won't be the actual first event. It's just the first one that's created. But Saturday, October 4th, will be our next Ghost Walk, hosted by Brianna Snow at the inn at 8:35. And here's an added twist. We might be giving a free room to a registered guest. So anyone that signs up from now until a week before the show, when the drawing will happen to see which registered guest who has secured and paid their spot, gets the room.
Cool.
That's pretty badass.
One of the haunted places in Springfield, and you get to have the chance to actually stay overnight.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
What else we got?
Good deal.
I'm not gonna have too much of an exciting weekend. I think I'm gonna stick around here. I got a show to book, and I'm gonna stay indoors as much as possible, I think.
Do you have any? Because a week from tomorrow is your show, right?
Yeah.
You got any matches already booked?
I'm throwing a few ideas around in my head. Nothing concrete. Because I got people begging me for certain matches. They're wanting some hardcore. Like Jesse Reigns is wanting to get his hands on somebody.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Hey, tell him if he donates $13,000, that'll guarantee that we hit the 100 grand mark. He can have a match at the show with me, and I'll even let him win.
No, Jesus.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely send that
I
message.
I was going to let him win. I may just beat the shit out of him and then walk out for the count out, but
And I'll be the special guest referee.
it's still a win. Hey, look, seriously, I haven't been keeping the total. I've roughly known where it is. Like 13 grand would guarantee 100K.
Okay, I'm writing that down.
No, I talked to Fred Skeletor, and they had a bunch of tornadoes and shit in their area, so he's not able to get up this way.
Hey, Skeletor, donate 13 grand. We'll get him up here some way. If Tim and I and Save, if we got to drive down there, get a boat, fucking pick him up, we'll figure it out.
It'll only be a 3-hour tour.
Oh, fuck.
3-hour tour.
How come the top three ain't here for the show? But Kluge's all set up, ready to go and shit. Like, well, might want to check an island or some shit out there.
I'll take Ma and the kids on.
Fuck yeah. Bring it, Skelly. Wait, does this include the one who's currently in the Marines right now? And if so, what camp is he at? Because that could make a huge difference.
I'll donate 13 grand if you take on my kids.
Wait, are you hoping we make him disappear so you ain't got to pay child support? You evil bastard.
Oh, there's my shit. For some reason, my camera wouldn't turn back on, so I had to jump out of the damn room.
I'll give you Martin. He's crawling and apparently teething. Well, you're on the rig. You're safe.
Did you name him Martin so that later on you could be like, Martin Lawrence, and then like you hope he calls one of the moms Gina? Gina! No, Jesse never learns. He might learn this show. His son, Elroy.
Right? Go girl
Where's that
power.
naked,
Yes.
where's that naked mole rat?
Oh my god!
Oh, what the fuck happened?
Holy shit! That's gotta be one of the funniest ones I've ever read on this fucking Facebook group. Oh my god! Holy shit! It literally says, I don't know if I can say this on the air. Oh shit, we're uncensored. We can say what the fuck we want.
Yeah.
So
He can't even fucking speak it straight.
and I can see the picture. I can like see the picture in my mind as soon as I read it too. It says, "I want my coochie sucked so good that my stomach cave in like a Capri Sun."
I was reading it as you were saying it and picturing it in my head. Stoner Chloe, who's calling Kim Possible?
What happened to Jesse at the last show?
He got his ass kicked by Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ended up going down face first into a pile of Legos.
Yeah.
Skeletor says he's going to donate Mo's tentacle. He stole it from her. It's going to start some shit with a Japanese kid. Oh.
That's horrible. I read that as testicle, not testicle.
Oh my god.
That changed the whole meaning of that one.
Better
Damn.
than that fruit punch Capri Sun.
I was thinking more of that mountain cooler, but okay.
Holy shit.
Oh, Mo is gonna fucking flip out. Does she by chance know, or have you been on a covert op?
Shit, Mo and Rachel are both going to kick your ass.
Right?
He had been quiet for a little bit before this right there.
Mo's gonna fuck him up. If Mo was watching the show, she would know definitely, but I haven't seen her in here for a minute.
You just rhymed like a whole bunch of times.
I think someone failed to explain to Skeletor that it's called a panty raid.
I'm army crawling down the hallway. She's sleeping.
She worked a double.
Did you guys hear that Johnny Knoxville's reviving Fear Factor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did hear
that freaks me the fuck out.
This coming from the guy who's nuts enough to do about everything.
I'm kind of interested.
I
in the
think
revival.
I think it's a perfect fit.
You know who I missed on Fear Factor because he was absolutely crazy and fuck. I think he won every time he was on it, but Coolio. You ever seen when Coolio was on there when they did the celebrity shit?
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he was fucking hardcore when it came to that.
Man, I wish I had controls to like a panic alarm or something for the goddamn oil fucking rig. Because as he's fucking crawling down the hallway, just hit that panic alarm. Everybody wakes up. It's dark in here.
You fucking shit.
That's fucked, Skeletor. That's so fucked. Keep your eyes closed and no smile.
Hey, did you guys see the newest Lego set that was just released?
No.
Apparently, it's in Jesse's face.
Seen several. Oh,
Damn.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
What was the joke? Oh, the joke that I heard. Trump was gonna build a new golf course in Iran. He's already got 3 holes laid.
It's gonna be a short course.
Just the back 9.
Can you? Oh shit! What was it? Get a mulligan. What Iran's asking for? Can I get a mulligan? Shut up, yo! Quiet, Mo! Wake up!
An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
I bought a bender from Futurama Brickcraft set at Walmart. Fuck!
What's the matter, Skeletor?
Attention, Mo. Attention, Mo.
Wake up, Mo.
I got it. I'm out. She was stirring.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
Rachel!
Mo!
Gojira!
Oh, hell no. Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Uh,
That sounds like a you problem there, Skeletor. Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Well, I think it's time.
Skeletor stole your squid.
Oh, hell no.
What the fuck?
That's pretty great. Didn't think that through. Oh, Mo's awake.
Maybe they did think it through.
Squishy Chan?
Oh.
Well, folks, I'm gonna go out and enjoy the beautiful sunset that's right outside the back of my porch here with a couple glasses of fucking sour whiskey. So I'm out.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
All right. See you
Later.
Let's get to Ask Dr. Sage. We got 15 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Dear
Jerome, you're
Dr. Sage. Dear Dr. Sage, we have heard that we may be the last generation to see fireflies, like how we used to back in the day as kids.
Rent the
Is this
DVD.
true? And if so, what can we do to help stop them from going extinct? Signed, Mistress Flower.
Yeah, what you call fireflies, I'm pretty sure we call lightning bugs.
Yep.
I haven't heard anything about them going extinct. They're still pretty rampant around my parts. I don't think they're gonna go extinct anytime soon. Maybe if all these little assholes known as kids stopped catching them in jars and killing them and shaking them up, they would have a better chance of survival. Granted, yes, sure, we did that as kids too, but they always came back stronger and fiercer than ever. So, yeah, I don't see them going extinct. Just like any other bug. They're fine, as far as I know. I haven't got any emails, save the lightning bugs, save the fireflies. I mean, I haven't seen anything on the internet about it. I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong. But, I mean, it could just be one more thing that the government is putting out there to make everybody scared of one thing or another, which is what they do. Scare tactics.
What?
I've seen something on Facebook about it, though, like once. That was it.
But, I mean, they do the same thing with bees. And if there's anything we actually do need to survive, it is bees.
Yeah.
So that's the actual thing we need to survive. I don't think bees help pollinate. We need pollen, even though it fucking makes me sneeze and gives me allergies. But yeah, I think your fear of fireflies or lightning bugs dying out is just the government saying, protect them. You never know. Hey, plant some more trees. Plant some more flowers. Maybe that'll help. That's all I got.
Bubba, you're muted or something. I can't hear you.
All right.
There you go.
There he is.
All right. Dr. Sage, is Bubba really that stupid? Honestly,
Depends.
bad enough, he's a Cubs fan. Signed, Cinder Block 22.
Well, I mean, it depends on the subject, really. I mean, subject matter will probably come into context or factor here, depending on Bubba's intelligence to what is going on. Just
I
like
have
with
a
everybody else.
wonderful Riverton education. So,
which doesn't mean shit.
well,
Bubba, that's like me saying that I am super great at math because I went to Southeast High School, and he can back me up.
I went there too for a little bit.
Ooh.
Jerome had the dildo in his ass. You got to be kidding me.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh, throw that one away.
Well, Stoner Chloe says, "Fuck, I had to get extra stoned and drunk the other night because of his facts." Now, are you talking about the facts, his Mount Rushmore facts? Or not Mount Rushmore, but his, you guys were talking to me before the show started, Mount Everest? Is that what you guys were talking about?
Yep.
As to why it's, it's so much closer to the sun that it should be warmer up there instead of being freezing.
Yeah.
I know. It's kind of confusing sometimes, but it's whatever. I didn't get to hear the whole conversation, Stoner Chloe, so I don't know what all facts there are, but we're just going to leave those facts in quotations until I hear the whole story. How the hell did you find...
How the hell do you want to find that a turn on? That bitch hurt. Well, they can stick it in a other area, dude. You're sticking it in your ass.
I can't believe you stole somebody's shit and stuck it in their ass.
Well, it is skelly. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right, Dr. Sage.
Yeah.
For the record, I don't have a legit issue towards Bubba. I never did until I heard his facts about earthquakes and what killed the dinosaurs. And don't get me started on Mount Everest. What idiot would rather have Skeletor fuck me than hear him try to take over your show? Bushmaster.
Oh.
Oh my.
Wow.
Well, if he would rather have Skeletor fuck him, have at it, buddy.
Right? Need you to get to a rig or Skeletor. This guy wants you to fuck him.
We're still not even sure if Bushmaster's a guy or a girl.
Yeah.
It's true.
But, hey. Bushmaster, all I can say is I don't think Bubba was trying to take over the show or anything like that. As I said, I wasn't here on Wednesday. I'm not sure what exactly happened. I only stopped in for a brief little pinch, and according to what I was told, this little thing happened at the end of the show, and I wasn't around. So, I don't know what all happened, but...
Oh, yeah, I wanted to take it over. I was getting asked questions.
Okay, I heard it was sciencey stuff, so...
Yeah.
Science,
Now-
history, you know.
Oh, you leave the history and the mystery to me, bud. But, now I know it's, sciencey? Oh, boy. And earthquakes and dinosaurs?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
You missed a
I'm-
lot.
I'm glad I didn't go into the Bigfoot Power Hour.
No, not really.
Oh, boy.
All right. Dr. Sage,
Yep.
are you related? Are you and Tim related? Signed, White Dove.
No, me and Tim are not related. Not at all. Yep, there's really nothing else I can add to that, but 100% not related.
I don't think we've ever had White Dove right in.
Nope, I think that's a first.
All right, last question.
Alrighty, I'm buckled in.
Dr. Sage,
That's my name.
I know I said you win, but
Oh, fuck.
you were not on Wednesday. You weren't, it's not were. You were not on Wednesday. Did you pussy out like the pussy you are? Maybe I went too easy on you. Maybe I should remind you, only people like dorks and losers drink Pabst. He actually wrote past, not Pabst. Be a man, drink White Claw. Signed Pencilhead.
Loser.
Big.
Oh, Jesus, Eugene. I wasn't on Wednesday because I had a prior obligation, and that was raising money for St. Jude, you fucking tard. I'm sorry, you know what? I don't like using that word. I take that back. I apologize.
We raised $500 for the kids to beat
Wait,
cancer. What the fuck you do?
Yes. Yeah, what did you do besides sit there and drink your seltzer fucking latte bullshit?
Oh.
Fucking White Claw. Dude, you wouldn't know a real man if he punched you in the face. You'd still be like, oh, what's this me? A real man, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And hey, go back. Spell check before you fucking hit send, okay? Jesus. Get the fuck out of my inbox. You done lost. Yeah. No. Get the fuck out of here. I'm back. I never left. I even popped in for a little bit the other night whenever I was at the place I had to be. Okay? And we raised a shit ton of money, just like we always do. You get a life, stop taking dick in your ass, try to develop a little bit of testosterone to become a man and do something with your life. Instead of sitting back on your daddy's dime and drinking the White Claws, okay? You and your little boyfriends. Now get the fuck out of my inbox, you piece of shit. Toodles, bitch.
Yeah.
Fucking kids.
Ass motherfucker. Well, anything else?
Nope. We can get to final thoughts and moments of zen. And, well, I'm not around Tyler, so I can't hit him in the balls with a bottle of water.
We need replay of that.
Yeah.
That was pretty epic. He dropped so fucking fast.
I bet he did.
And it was caught perfectly on camera. Couldn't have got any better.
I just really love the y'all saying think it's Pritzker and hitting the fucking time home run perfectly.
Yep, that was great.
Dude, yeah, you should have just like, whenever you went to do that walk off, you just should have been like, I'm done. I'm out.
Right? There's no point. It's done.
He tried.
Oh man, you got to come back. You got another hand. Why? This is like perfect.
And again, congratulations for doing that kind of on the fly. You know, no preparedness for it.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You just kind of got thrown into it.
I forgot to say, fuck you, Sage.
I couldn't let it be the first ever JD Memorial Tournament and not put you up there.
Dude, it had been so long since I swung a bat. I literally was giving it everything I had just to fucking try. I didn't think I'd get one. And then imagine it's JB Pritzker, and I caught all of that one. Dude, it was fucking long gone. It wasn't a cheapie. I knew it was gone when I hit it and I saw the fielders. That's why I walked off that way. It was like, I will not hit another one that good. Just leave it be.
And again, caught on cam perfectly too, or of the video.
Yeah, Skelly, it was perfect, dude. You know when you got a hold of it when you don't feel the contact, and I didn't feel it. I hit the sweet part and just watched it fly. Then I just start walking, but I should have kept going. You got another half? Don't care. It's good. Next year, I think I'm gonna pay for Sage to get in it.
Let's just hope my shoulders are good.
I don't care if you bunt, but you got to give it a shot. All right.
I better start practicing. All right. Bubba, final thought.
Oh, well, I don't know. Again, we got the entertainment from the oil rig that's in a class all of its own, you know. Skeletor, I don't know for broadcast. Probably not on the 4th of July, I would guess. But
I would say we're probably not broadcasting the 4th.
We'll definitely know for sure.
We'll let you know Wednesday.
So, other than that, good show, guys.
All right. Who wants to go next? Anybody? Any takers?
I'll go next. So, JB Pritzker has announced that he is going to run for a 3rd term.
Well, oh yeah.
2026. Come on. We cannot have this motherfucker for a 3rd term.
No.
He's touting and bragging about what he's done, and I want to punch him in the face, like, repeatedly, until I break my fucking hand. Just saying.
I say you confront him this August at the fair.
Right? Hey, man, straight up. Here's the deal. You know, one-on-one street fight. If you win, I'll fucking pledge my allegiance to you. If you lose, take your fucking ass across the state lines to one of your fucking 7 houses in 4 different states or whatever and leave us the fuck alone.
Yes.
Fat bastard.
Ugh.
Hell yeah.
Will Hyde 2026. Future governor of Illinois.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Lizzie, what you got?
Well, I hope everybody stays cool, especially with all this heat. I'm glad we definitely got some rain. Pencil Dick, fuck you. We don't need you in here. No one does. And White Claw is a bitch drink. Okay? That's disgusting. Gross.
Facts. She knows what she's talking about.
Coming
I was
from a
raised
woman.
right. I was raised right, okay? White Claw is.
Hey, Pencilhead, you cannot say that way because that was JD's.
I love you all. Chloe, I love you so much. Tyler, he's not here, so fuck him. And that's all I got. It was a great show. It was a great show.
Coogie.
If you're gonna hide sex toys somewhere on an oil rig, make sure they're locked away from Jerome.
make sure they're not hidden up his ass.
Klug, I expect you to bowl 300 tomorrow.
Shit, I've only done that twice.
Only. I've never done it.
Damn. Pencilhead, you son of a bitch.
I love it when it starts out like that.
Oh, there's Kluge's plaque.
300. And, oh, dude, no. Wait. Is it stained with what everyone's thinking, or is it a red stain because he might have ripped something?
Oh,
God.
No, Squishy Chan.
Damn it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh. Anyway, Pencilhead, yeah, fuck you. We don't care if you just got here because you're leaving. And White Claw, dude, like, we have no problem with gay people, but you just take it way too fucking far.
Oh.
And you don't know how to pick your fights, bro. You don't, because you're fucking with the wrong dude. And once Jerome is off the rig, I'm going to send him your way.
Mm-hmm.
He will straighten you out. Nah, probably not straighten you out, but he will fucking... White Claw drinking contest, you and me. Listen, I can outdrink you on anything, but
It's Pencilhead. It's called your real drink. How about a tequila challenge? Oh, don't worry. If he thinks White Claw is great, you won't even need a bottle to finish this fucker.
Yeah. What about that? You want a real challenge? 1-on-1 tequila, me and you.
Oof.
When is Tyler and Sage going to drink off? Oh, shit. Tyler done bowed down. He can't. He done admitted he can't do a drink off against me.
Hey, Skeletor, we're going to need your help with Pencilhead here.
Yeah, I'm going to need you to go give him a nice hard greeting.
Little tickle.
A little tickle with your pickle. Tickle.
All right, well, I think that is it. I can't do tequila. It hurts my stomach.
Oh.
Oh, boo-hoo.
You big little bitch.
You want to do Jack Daniels? Do Jaeger? What do you want to do?
You ain't big little bitch.
Oh, that also hurts him. He can't do
You
that.
little bitch. Oh, shit, can I keep going? Oh, you itty bitty little bitch. Hang on. Oh, you itty little bit bitch. We carry trophies.
How about some Jameson? You want to do some Jameson? I can put you to sleep with that.
Hey, you can put them to sleep with Tullamore Dew.
Oh, I got some Tullamore Dew over there. I could bring, I'll tell you what, I'll bring me and you one. We each get a bottle of this.
You know what? Hey, yeah. Pencilhead, seriously, take the challenge, man.
What about Mike's Hards?
Take the challenge. Please. I will give you like itty bitty little respect, but it's still something.
Mike's hard, really?
Boo, pencil dick.
He wasn't talking about the drink.
You want to go? Let's go above Mike's heart. Let's go with some Four Locos. How about that?
Hey, Skeletor, make your patch, dude.
Yes.
And I'll donate 50 if
Dude, I am not drinking Bud Light. Fuck you. Give me a real beer like Pepsi, and I'm in.
don't make it stag again.
I don't. Oh, fuck Stag. Oh, fuck you, JD. Love you, JD.
All right, man. That's it. I gotta get.
All right, Kluge, got the
Absolutely, Vincent.
what was the Zen?
Oh, shit. Hang on. I was doing
We
something
have
else.
two, but technically there is a third one if you guys want.
You had to say in honor of fucking JD.
No, no, no. Oh, no. No, no, not Stag. No.
He had to say in honor of JD.
This shit is so disgusting.
Hang
It
on,
is
I'm
pretty
getting them
foul.
out.
He said, "Be a man. You know Tyler's gonna tap." Yeah, we know that. It's $50 and it's for JD. Well played, asshole. Well played.
How much we got to drink?
Until someone taps.
Well, remember, we got to do it somewhere reasonable because I got to drive home or Tyler's got to drive home. And Susan can't drive Tyler home. So I'd have to have somebody give me a ride over there. Because I damn sure ain't staying in his fucking house.
Right. We need your nephew Austin to help us out.
Okay, here's your first one.
Is that pelicans or swans?
Looks like
Swans,
swans.
I believe.
Them fuckers will attack.
The Swans playing whack-a-mole.
See, I would always teach them motherfuckers something. I'd grab them by their goddamn neck. Oh, I've seen this.
Oh, yeah. Fucking.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going to happen either, but the fact that he had a Cybertruck in the driveway tells me all I need to know.
Hey, Skeletor's got a good idea, dude.
All right. Special one for Friday.
For some Tarzaners. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
thump.
Maybe not.
Nice ass.
You good? Are you a Tarzaner?
Damn, y'all, that looked like it hurt. She definitely ain't a Tarzaner, but it was just as grateful as a gazelle. You know, if a gazelle were in a tree.
That was a pretty hard fall for
Hey.
up there.
Sage, he said do it from home on here. You get a case, he gets a case, stay home.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, y'all. I got to get.
Yeah, me too.
Y'all have a good one.
Deuces,
Have a
everybody.
good night.
We'll
Thanks
see you
for tuning
Wednesday.
in. Have a good weekend. If you do anything stupid, video it. Send it to us.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
blow up your hand for 4th of July, definitely send it our way.
Oh,
As
Jesus.
Kluge says, pictures or video or it didn't happen.
Yep.
Yep.
Makes sense. All right, y'all. Let's end this bitch. Toodles, everybody.
It'll be a little cooler this
Bye.
weekend, so